The strangest thing about dogs is how quietly they can change your life, one tiny moment at a time. I learned this the night Milo brought me his favorite toy when I was crying. Not just any toy, the old blue fox, chewed and faded, the one he guards like treasure. I wish I could say I noticed it right away, but honestly, I barely registered the sound of his paws leaving the room. It had been a long day, the kind where you run out of patience before you run out of problems. I sat on the couch, alone, letting quiet tears fall. No drama, no big sobs, just that slow, tired ache that makes the room feel colder than it is. At first, I thought Milo was just looking for a lost sock or a snack. But then, soft footsteps. I glanced down, and there he was, standing in front of me, eyes wide and worried, his tail barely wagging. In his mouth, the blue fox. He didn't drop it and jump into play mode. He just stood there, searching my face as if he was waiting for a sign. When I didn't move, he gently placed the toy in my lap. So careful, so deliberate. Then he sat, close but not touching, watching me with those big brown eyes that somehow hold more questions than answers. For a second, I almost laughed. Was he trying to cheer me up? Was this just Milo's way of saying, "Come on, let's play, forget your troubles"? That's what I've always assumed when dogs bring toys. Distraction, game time. A little selfish maybe, but sweet. But this time, something was different. Milo didn't nudge the toy or try to tug it back. He didn't paw at me or bark for attention. He just watched, still, patient, as if the toy itself was enough. That's when I noticed the detail I almost missed. His eyes weren't playful, they were worried. His ears were low, his body soft, almost melting into the rug. No demand, no expectation, just presence. Offering. I hesitated, then picked up the toy and held it in both hands. Milo's tail thumped once, soft and hopeful. I squeezed the toy, feeling the old stuffing shift under my fingers. It smelled like him. 1,000 games, 100 naps, every piece of his little world. I looked at Milo and whispered, "Are you giving me your favorite thing?" He leaned closer, nose twitching, and rested his chin on my knee. No tug, no grab, just that gentle, silent comfort. It was like he was saying, "This is what helps me feel safe. Maybe it can help you too." For a moment, I let myself just sit in that feeling. The sadness didn't vanish, but it softened. The room felt less empty. My breathing slowed, matching his. Milo blinked slowly, eyes half closed, as if he could finally relax now that I was holding the toy. Here's the part I never thought about before. Maybe Milo wasn't trying to distract me at all. Maybe he was doing the only thing he knew, offering comfort the way dogs comfort each other. In the wild, dogs and wolves share prized objects as peace offerings, trust gestures, and ways to soothe the pack. Science even shows that dogs can read our faces, sense our stress, and respond with their own version of empathy. Researchers have found that dogs notice changes in our scent when we're sad or stressed. Our cortisol level shifts, our body language closes. Some dogs will nuzzle, others will lean in, and some, like Milo, will bring their most treasured thing, not to start a game, but to give you a piece of their own safety. That's why the toy matters. It's not just a ball or a squeaky fox. It's the thing that makes Milo feel brave when thunder shakes the windows, or when he's alone and the house creaks at night. By placing it in my lap, he's sharing what helps him feel okay, offering it up, as if to say, "You can borrow my comfort." The more I thought about it, the more I realized how many times I'd missed this message. How often had I tossed the toy aside, thinking Milo just wanted to play? How many little acts of empathy had I shrugged off as silly dog habits? That changed the whole mission. The next time Milo brought me a toy, whether I was sad, tired, or just distracted, I paused. I looked at his face. I thanked him. Sometimes I held the toy for a minute. Sometimes I patted his head and let him curl beside me. Every time, the room felt warmer. So if your dog ever brings you a toy when you're down, try looking for the real message. Watch their eyes, their posture, the way they offer, not demand. It might not be about play at all. It might be the only way they know to say, "I see you, I care, I want to help." Now every toy dropped in my lap feels different. It's a living act of empathy, A silent gift from a friend who can't use words but knows exactly what matters when you need it most. If your dog has a toy ritual or a comfort habit you'll never forget, I'd love to hear your story. Drop it in the comments. Let's learn dog sigaguri. Tuguanawergi yosafers democrogray. Like igwerkukurnvertray. Namakray. Subscribe and join Greet, the front door to the dog world.